The Trump administration announced on Tuesday that it has deported a group of men convicted of violent crimes to the small African country of Eswatini. This move is part of an ongoing expansion of deportations to distant countries that are not the deportees' home nations. According to Department of Homeland Security spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin, the deportees originated from Cuba, Jamaica, Laos, Vietnam, and Yemen, and had been convicted of serious crimes in the United States. Their criminal records included convictions for murder, homicide, and child rape. McLaughlin stated that these individuals were so uniquely barbaric that their home countries refused to take them back. The government of Eswatini confirmed in a statement that the 5 deportees were transferred to correctional facilities alongside similar offenders. The government also expressed its intention to facilitate the men's return to their countries of origin. Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is a landlocked country in southern Africa. It is slightly larger than the state of Connecticut, has a population of around 1.2 million residents, and is ruled by a king. CBS News reported in early May that the United States had approached Eswatini, along with other countries in Africa, Asia, and Europe, to accept deportees who are not their own citizens. These discussions are part of a broader effort by the Trump administration to persuade as many countries as possible, regardless of their human rights record, to accept citizens of other nations, including criminals. The Trump administration has previously used agreements to deport alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador, migrants from Africa and Asia to Costa Rica and Panama, and 8 convicted criminals from Asian and Latin American countries to conflict-ridden South Sudan. Trump administration officials have successfully persuaded other nations, such as Honduras and Kosovo, to accept deportees from other countries, though these agreements have not been fully implemented yet. U.S. officials have also approached other nations, including Moldova, Libya, and Rwanda, to negotiate similar deals. Historically, the United States has sought to deport unauthorized immigrants to third countries if they come from nations where deportation is difficult or impossible due to those countries limiting or rejecting U.S. deportations. This practice is controversial. Critics argue that some of the third countries the Trump administration has turned to, such as South Sudan, are unsafe. The deportation of Venezuelans to El Salvador has raised legal and humanitarian concerns since the deportees have been held incommunicado at a notorious mega-prison, despite many lacking any apparent criminal record. The administration's campaign to increase deportations to third-party countries gained a significant legal victory last month when the Supreme Court suspended a ruling by a federal judge in Boston. This ruling had required the U.S. to provide detainees with notice and due process before any deportation to a country that was not their country of origin. The now suspended lower court order had mandated officials to notify detainees and their lawyers about the third country the government intended to remove them to and provide an opportunity to contest their deportation, including raising fears of being harmed or tortured in that nation. Following the Supreme Court's orders, the administration issued guidance aimed at expediting deportations to third countries by making it more challenging for would-be deportees to contest their removal from the U.S. The directive, authored by Acting Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director Todd Lyons, stated that detainees with final orders of deportation could be deported to third-party countries without any notice or further proceedings if those nations provide credible assurances to the U.S. that they will not persecute or torture the deportees. If those assurances are not received or deemed credible, Lyons' memo instructs ICE officials to give detainees 24-hour notice of the agency's intention to deport them to a third country. However, in exigent circumstances, ICE officials can provide just 6 hours of